Hello guys, so today Frollo from the Hunchback of Notre just unlocked in Disney Magic Kingdoms, and our first objective is to welcome him, and it's gonna require 10 clothing masks, 15 rings, and 14 ears, as well as 2,000 currency. As a reminder, the rings are common as the ears are uncommon. If you didn't know how I got the rings, I actually got them from 4 characters by somehow guessing correctly about who would drop the tokens before he unlocked. And while I was taking my time to welcome Frollo, I managed to get Captain Phoebus to a level 4. So here is my 24-hour progress on Frollo. Alright guys, now it's time to welcome Frollo. At long last, everything will be as it should. Justice may be delayed, but it is never denied. There was also some dialogue from Frollo after welcoming him, and it was really long to read, so here's the dialogue if you want to pause and read it. Anyways, let's send Frollo to adjust part of his plan. What insolence! Not one blacksmith in Palace will sell me a single set of manacles? He's already broken every pair I could find. At the moment, my financial resources are not endless. Consequently, I will be paying for all such equipment on credit. I should have known my pleas would fall on deaf ears. The people of this city are as slothful as they are avaricious. How quickly they forget the firm hand that once guided them, my tireless efforts to save them from themselves. Hear me, people of Paris. If you have forgotten me, then gaze upon this and remember. Let's send Frollo to try to sway the crowd. This quest requires him to be at level 2, and that's what we're going to do right now. Get him to level 2. My conscience is clear. Remember the shout of the foul witch whose wickedness cast a thrall all over Paris. The faithful shout that... What? How dare you, sir? This is not my personal handkerchief. It is a visual aid to inspire contrition. I don't care if it pairs well with my robe, because it's not a... I will accept no such compliment, you fool. The people of this city, slothful, avaricious, and horrifically disrespectful. The good news is, I'm sure Frollo's behind this. The reports of him blathering in the public square are evidence enough. As for the bad news, he was long gone by the time I arrived, and I still have no idea where he stashed Quasimodo. It's been hours since the kidnapping. He could be anywhere by now. If only I had a half-decent map of the city, some way to reconstruct his carriage route or... Hey, now there's an idea. Let's build the bells of Notre Dame. It's gonna cost 7,500 currency, and we're gonna put it in front of Clopin's puppet wagon. I knew it! Who's got the best scale model recreation of Paris this side of Picardy? Only a certain bell ringer, that's who. He's really expanded the scope of that thing over the last few months. Practically goes all the way out to the Bastille. I do feel a little guilty commanding it without asking, but if anything's a special case, this is. And I'll put all the pieces back where I found them once I'm done. It's common courtesy. Here we are. One bird's eye view of the city in miniature. Now what's the best way to go about this? Well, we have a figurine of Quasimodo here, and this carriage over here gives me a good idea of the scale involved. So it looks like we're just missing Frollo. No surprises there. I wouldn't want a 2-inch tall disball in my living room either. But if I'm going to plot out sight lines and getaway routes, a visual aid would help. Is there anything here I could... Let's send Phoebus to find a Frollo in Notre Dame. Ha! Perfect! For this afternoon's crime scene diagram, the role of Claude Frollo will be played by... Well, I think this is a dried up clove of garlic, or maybe a shallot if you're squinting. One thing's certain, it smells a lot better than the real Frollo ever did. Ha! Huh, yeah, I'd better get back on track. I played with toy soldiers a lot as a kid. It's easy to get caught up in this sort of thing. Alright, if Frollo was transporting Quasimodo in the kind of wagon Clopin described, that will roll out the punt I'll change. It's market day there. They'd be too wide to make it through the stalls. And with the repairs to the docks on the left bank, he'd have had to keep away from that whole block as well, so... Actually, there aren't that many ways for him to get off de la Cité, are there? Narrows the search radius considerably. Let's send Frollo to lurk near Clopin's wagon and Phoebus to plan from Notre Dame, but we have to get Frollo to level 3. And that's what we're gonna do right now, get him to level 3. Duty calls. Blast these confounded! For decades I've walked these streets, only to have them turn against me now. Navigating the prison wagon to its destination was supremely difficult, but alone and on foot is still a struggle too. No! I've passed that accursed wagon 3 times already! It's mocking me, I tell you. And I do not take kindly to being mocked. My moment of redemption is almost at hand. I must keep my wits about me. These alleys are full of thieves and cut purses after all. It wouldn't do for me to be taken by surprise. Let's welcome Esmeralda, but we have to wait for a day and a few more hours for her to be unlocked. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Please check out my Instagram and Twitter accounts. I'll leave these 2 links in the description below. And stay tuned for chapter 3 of this event with Esmeralda. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.